is looking for the wholesale-like deals. And when we say wholesale-like deals, we're talking about the deeply discounted properties. When you're using owner financing, you can literally pay top dollar for these properties. It doesn't matter what the condition is. It doesn't matter what the price is. If the owner is financing this property for you and you can create a cash flow on this property and the numbers make sense, then guess what? You can buy as many of these properties as possible. And one way to find these properties is by using Zillow. You could also use Craigslist using the same exact method. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that right now. Let's go ahead to Zillow.com. All right, so what we're gonna do is go to Zillow.com. So we're gonna type that into the search bar. And once we get to Zillow.com, what we're gonna do is select the city that we're interested in investing in. So one of the cities that I invest in is Greensboro, North Carolina. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that. Now, once I select Greensboro, North Carolina, you'll notice a for sale tab up in the navigation bar up at the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that for sale tab. Then what I'm gonna do is select this drop down menu right next to the for sale tab. And when I select that drop down menu, what I wanna do is make sure that the only thing that's selected is buy owner. And the reason for that is because I'm looking to work directly with the seller of the property. Yes, I can find these deals through agents. I can find them through other means as well. I can focus on foreclosures and things like that. But for the purposes of what we're focusing on right now, I only want to focus on working with private owners. So I'm going to make sure that that's selected. And I'm going to go down to the bottom and click on done. Now, once I click on done, I'm going to ignore price. I'm going to ignore beds and baths because this stuff doesn't matter. I can use this method in any price range, any beds and baths, and also on any type of property as well. But what I am going to do is go ahead and select more. Once I select more, what I want to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom to where it says days on market. And I want to make sure that that says any. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And I'm going to explain what that is in just a moment. After that, I'm going to go ahead and click on done. Now, the reason why I want to leave the days on market alone and I want to do a broad search, which is why I didn't select the price range, beds and baths, or home type, is primarily because I can buy any type of property using this method. I can buy land, I can buy residential real estate, I can buy commercial real estate. Any type of real estate that's available can fall under the owner finance category. So that's why I'm looking for pretty much anything that makes sense. But for the purposes of this particular video, what we're focusing on is buying your first residential rental property. So that's exactly what we're going to focus on. Now, if you notice some of the labels on some of these properties, one says price cut and one says days on market. What we're looking for are the properties that have these types of labels. I'm looking for the properties with the price cuts, and I'm looking for the longest days on market. So you can see that this particular property had a price cut on December 18th by $2,601. And this particular property has been on the market for 755 days. But as you can see, these two properties are land. And that's not what I'm looking for in this particular video. What we're looking for are residential properties that you can rent out to tenants and be able to collect a monthly cash flow on. So let's see if we can scroll down a little bit and find some. You can see there's a lot of land here. Just scrolling down. And what I'm looking for primarily is a ranch style home, because in this particular investment area, I do very well with ranches. Now, obviously we buy colonials and things like that as well. But when it comes to rental properties, ranch style homes work best for us. You got to find out what rents well in your area and then stick to that type of property, because it'll be a lot easier to offset that property on the back end. So I'm just looking for some properties here, and I noticed a couple here. So here's one on Sedgefield Lane. Okay, it's been on the market for 17 hours. And what I'm gonna do is contact this particular seller. And here's another one. They had a price cut on December 21st. You can see for $1,500. So chances are this person might be interested as well. And I may also contact this one. Let's look at the conditions of some of these properties, and then we'll take it from there. So let's look at the one on Sedgefield first. Usually I like to focus on the longer days on market type of properties. So if it's been on the market for a while, those are the types of homes that I'm looking for. I'm just looking at the pictures. This looks like a rehab type of property, an investor bought property. So someone actually purchased this house, they rehabbed it, and now they're looking to sell the property. So this is probably not going to be a good fit for what I'm looking to do. Let's go over to the next property. So the next one here is in Greensboro as well. Again, this has been on the market for a little while, had a price cut about a month ago, and that price cut was for $1,500. And if I'm scrolling down a little bit, notice the pictures, okay? This house needs some work.